Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. This is Luna Soul Oracle, and we're having our Bruja collab live. Or if you're watching this on replay, thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe if you like to tune into more lives like these that I do bi-monthly, yes, or monthly with La Bruja de 305. We collab every other month or 2 months. So if you want to get like a reading in general, subscribe to both our channels and also our Instagrams to tune into next reading lives that we have together. That's if you're watching this on replay, and any of you joining me, thank you so much for joining me on Universal Oracle. And I'm waiting for Sister to come on. Hello, hi. Okay, perfect. Hey,
Hi.
hello. We came dressed.
Yes.
We came dressed. I love it. I love that jewel. That looks so cool.
Thank you. I was like, oh, let me put some. I had these body jewels. I was like, no, let me do the little jewels for
Heck
certain little things.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I like the pink.
Yeah. And then I saw a picture of a girl and she did it like in pink or like a mauve color. So I was like, oh, let me try to do that. So
Yeah, I saw some people do white and like the colors that you're doing, and then I see all types of colors. It's really cool.
yeah, thank you. I love your flower crown too. It looks really nice.
Thank you, girl. This really makes it.
Yeah.
Without it, I'll be like, I feel weird, but this makes it really pretty. So I was like, okay, it looks good. But yeah, we dressed up. We didn't go last year. I think we went on Halloween,
Yeah.
but we did this differently this year. We did Dia de los Muertos, so today is Dia de los Muertos.
Yes.
Hi, I think you
Hi.
came
Okay.
on.
I think I came on. Let me actually grab my cup of water. My cup of water real quick.
No problem. I came prepared. I got my little drinky drink. I came prepared. How's everyone? Ooh, I like the sparkly moon. Is that like a tablecloth? That looks really cool.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, it's so glittery. It catches my eye. I love anything moon and stars. What are we drinking? We are drinking cloud water.
Cloud water, yes.
I am not sponsored, guys. It's cloud. I don't know. I saw it and it was on sale at a store, and I said, let me pick up a couple. It's immunity, so I don't know. I'm trying it out. It says here, naturally flavored, organic, sparkling water.
Mm.
Even the dead got to drink and hydrate. Because we're Katrina's, right?
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Katrina's of Dia de los Muertos.
Let me see. Just trying to see. Okay.
No, I don't have no sponsorship with it. I never seen this brand ever. It just happened to be I picked it up, and it had immunity, and I was like, why not? Sparkling water with immunity stuff in it. I need it definitely, especially this cold front. We have a crow. I don't know. I think it's everywhere, right? Everywhere's cold
Well,
now.
we actually are pretty windy today.
Yeah, over here it's gotten pretty cold. It went from hot to really cold really quickly.
It was raining really early in the morning for all the commuters. They all know it rains really early in the morning, which is weird. And then getting out of work now and like coming outside, it was windy, and I was close to the beach next to water, so it was very windy. So I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I heard it's gonna be a harsh winter. Like there's gonna be a cold front, not only in a section of the U.S. but the whole U.S. And I'm like, is this even real? I don't know. It sounds very
Global warming,
Mm-hmm.
very that.
So thank you so much for joining us. I was mentioning in the beginning that if anyone wants to join in on these lives and get readings, because these are donation based readings that me and sister do combined every month or bi-monthly depending on the month. and this is Dia de los Muertos. So our theme is to connect with your ancestors.
Yes.
That's if you want that, but also particular readings in regards to certain areas of your life. That's also another thing we do. But this theme is ancestors. So um, I think we have a couple of people, but I know we have two on, but I think one is just viewing. Thank you for just viewing and coming into our space. And then I think we have Maribel, Ella, and then the last two, Katie and Robert. They're in a different time zone, so
Okay,
we're
okay.
gonna do them last.
Okay.
Okay. So they're like a completely different time zone. So they say like leave them last, and I was like, all right, cool.
Okay, that sounds good.
So I don't know if you want to say anything about Dia de los Muertos or anything about because I know you're really good with the astrology. I have no clue, but I know stuff is going on.
Yeah, I was like, actually, let me look at the astrology. That's a good. I was looking at it today in the morning. Where is it? Here it is. Because I
Because
was
it's saying
actually
something
thinking,
about the eclipse, right? The eclipse season or something.
yeah, yeah. The eclipse season is we had the last lunar eclipse in the full moon for Taurus. So so there was that. So let me actually see. Where are we? Okay, so actually on yeah. So today we're on the 2nd. So something that's gonna happen this week is so remember like in August that everything felt really intense, and it was because it was like 7 planets retrograde. So slowly they're leaving their retrograde. So Mercury left, Uranus left, I think Jupiter. So this on the 4th, Saturn goes direct. So Saturn was also in a retrograde. So so it's gonna go back into its regular spin. So it's gonna be, at its purest energy. So Saturn invites us to reflect on the significance of our lives. So typically when people have like, like the whole like Saturn return, it's like a
Mm-hmm.
moment. That's why people have like midlife crisis, because it's almost like a moment of like revelation and reevaluating your life or what's going on, or have I reached all those goals that I told myself I would, or like let's say, oh, when I was in high school, the goals that I had for myself, when you were like younger, oh, I wanted to be this, or sometimes even people when you're children, I think because of certain things society tells you, you think by 30 I'm gonna have a house and children, and where you hear those things, so therefore maybe it makes people question certain things, but that first of all, I think that is totally wrong. Everyone has like their own personal journey, whether it's meant for you to have those things or not. But it's just like kind of just, there won't be maybe, let's say, any kind of like, I feel like energy where like maybe we're confused about what we're doing. I think if anything, there's more awareness to how we're moving forward with our lives, or if anyone has any specific themes, like look at what planet your Saturn is, what sign your Saturn is in, because those will be like repeated themes that come up in your life. So let's say if your Saturn is in Virgo, you probably have like health related things or mental wellness. Maybe Capricorn, money related things, or very goal oriented or perfection could come up. Cancers, like how do you express your emotions, how do you contain or you release your emotions, things like that. So a good thing would be is to look at like where your Saturn is in, like what house, what sign, things like that. So yeah, so then let me see for the rest of the month. Yeah, it seems like things are gonna, we have the new moon on the 13th, which is a new moon in Scorpio. So yeah, the eclipse season was over. It ended with this past moon we had on the 28th. Yeah, the 28th was this past weekend on Saturday. So this weekend basically we kind of like finished. We came to an end to like our eclipse season.
If I felt it. I think a lot of us felt it. That was the end. Definitely. I noticed a lot of people were grumpier and more irritated during the eclipse season.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I don't know. To be honest, I'm saying hopefully in a good way, but hopefully the ending of the year doesn't get too crazy, but it might because there's a lot happening next year.
Yeah.
A lot. It's like a wild card. Next year is like anything goes type of energy. It depends on what you're focusing on. So that's something, but it's also a good thing because that means that you can make anything happen. So anything, whether in your mind, if you think of the positive and that something that you think is impossible, you can make it possible. It can very much happen next year. I've had people this year things they never thought would happen to them, and it's not even material. It's more like emotional. Like people in
Yeah.
their lives that they never thought would get it or change end up changing, and you're just like, holy crap, how are you, I would never thought. But it's definitely possible. I think we're all changing a lot, and some people either choose to be same person they are or stuck in their ways, toxic wise or habits, and some people really do rip the band-aid and actually start healing, and you're just like, holy crap. Even parents, I know people have parents that like they're like, holy crap, I never thought, but it's possible given this
Yeah.
energy. But I hope more people, should I message some people just in case to let them know we're on? Cuz I
Oh yeah, actually
cuz
that's a good thing.
cuz I saw only one and I'm like, I know they want their reading. One second. I'm going to actually put this on a thing. I thought I brought, where did I put this in? But how have you been, like, spiritually wise for Halloween? How did you spend your Halloween? How did anybody on the live spend their Halloween?
That's a good question. Halloween, actually, I went to see my little cousins and we baked. She likes to bake, so we did um we baked like these little things that we saw on Instagram. Like we saw these skulls that that are like pizza skulls. So I bought her the skull
Ooh.
molds so she can make them. And then we did like these pretzels that were dipped in chocolate and made them into like little monsters. And there was something else we made. What was it? Oh, and then we made these Rice Krispie treats that were also like mini Frankensteins.
That's
So
so cute. I didn't do much other than, what did I do yesterday? Ate chocolate. That's something. And I worked, like, I don't know. I felt like I just focused more on the first. If anything,
yeah.
I focus more on the first. This usually I do stuff. I just watch scary movies. It was very low key um Halloween. I wasn't as excited, but not in a bad way. It was just I was more focused on like venerating ancestors. That's what I did. I just lit a candle, connected with them and all that. I think every year is different, but this year was a little more about that. And some of my ancestors want cigars. I haven't smoked one yet, so I'm like,
Oh.
postpone until the weekend. Let's postpone smoking until the weekend because they like to drink and smoke.
Oh yeah.
I have a party. I have a party Saturday dressed as Tigger. Brought candy for the neighborhood kids, and no one showed up last night. Sad. I took the candy to work, and I did ancestor candles and prayers. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people mention that a lot of like people have their candies ready for little kids,
I
and
bought candy and no one came. I have a whole bucket of bubble gum. Like I bought these flavored bubble gums and no kids came. We bought Snickers, but we ate all the Snickers already.
of course, Snickers the best thing. I think people are being a little more hypersensitive and also safety because kids are like, a lot of things are happening to little kids. I think some parents are just very like, I'll give you candy instead. But I heard like around my job, because I work in a school, around that neighborhood, they're known because there's a lot of little like brownstones.
Mm-hmm.
And the neighborhood is relatively safe. Like it's not that bad. So everyone knows, like every brownstone decorates, and they go to the ones. If you're outside of your house, they'll come to you. I know this, but if you're not outside or you don't have a sign, they won't come. You know how kids will not eat. I think just stranger danger is on an all-time high.
Yeah.
Unless you make it like very known. Come to my door, I have candy. And I think dressing as Tigger is so freaking cute.
Yes. I saw
Were
the
you in a
pictures you posted
snuggie
online. They were
onesie?
cute.
This is my dress up.
Yeah, I saw the pictures you posted online. They were cute.
All right, I'm gonna message Don't Mind Me.
So I messaged Mari because I know she got one. Because I think the rest are.
The other two they are waiting to last. And I'm
All
gonna
right.
message Ella and let her know.
Oh yes. Okay.
All right. So I messaged, and I think we're ready, right?
Yes. Well, we could definitely start with Martika then.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I decided to bring out I'm gonna use my Vuelta Mercado cards, my Vuelta Mercado deck for today.
Mm-hmm. I came prepared, wrote everything down.
Okay. Okay, Martika, so let's see what your guides want to tell us, your ancestors. Okay, I just pulled out my cards.
Same.
Okay, I can get started if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
Martika,
mute myself so then I don't make noise.
okay. Martika, you have good cards. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 of your cards are the major arcanas. So some definite strong energy is coming through. The first one I have, I think it's really gonna help you like feel really confident with everything that's happening, is your high priestess. So with your high priestess being the first one, I definitely think it's telling you to, like, definitely trust your intuition. If your intuition telling you this is going to work out, this is going to work out. Have that confidence in yourself, in what your inner voice is telling you. And I think, especially, I think regarding your bonus or your money at work. It's not your bonus. I think your raise at work, because next to it you have the Six of Coins, where your Six of Coins is a good money card. It shows that it's a money card that when it comes up, it shows like more money coming in, from our income from work, or like there was a change at work. Actually, let me try something. I wanted to change my lights a little bit. Sorry, there you go. Okay. More money will be coming in, and it's gonna help, definitely kind of like help us to reset for a new financial game plan. So with your high priestess, I feel that she's telling you that maybe deep down you know that things are gonna work out. So it wants you to have faith in that. Because your Six of Coins is a good money card. Good money is coming your way, and it's gonna help you bring balance. So with that said, next one you have the Two of Wands. Where, like, with your Two of Wands, I think they want you to start thinking about, okay, I think a way for you to like make sure this manifests as well the way you want to, by owning it. And that's by saying, okay, with the money that's gonna come in, what am I gonna do with that money? I'm gonna start fixing my house. I'm gonna do this with my house. I'm gonna first focus on the roof, or I'm gonna focus on this. Because your Two of Clubs is a good card for like our properties and our homes. And he's standing very firm and still. So something I think that's really gonna help you is like it wants you to start acting like it's already yours. Don't have the energy of like, oh, when I hope this comes through, or when it comes through, I hope I could work on my house. It's like, no, I know I'm gonna get that money. I'm gonna work on my house. So you know what? I'm gonna start looking for people. Maybe I'm gonna start thinking about what do I want it to be, like the popcorn? Do I want it to be straight? Like, what is it I want on my roof? But also, like, if I want to paint my house, like, what colors do I want to paint my house? Like, do I also want to paint the outside? Am I only going to paint the inside? It wants you to, like, really own it, that this is yours and this is for you. And I think that's just going to help you bring balance to yourself as well. Because here you have the Temperance. That the Temperance is a card about moderation and balance and everything that we do with ourselves. Right now, a lot of changes are happening. One of your other particular cards represents that a big major change is coming. So, like, your changes are happening. They're on the way this month. Things might start click, 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 click. So as things are shifting, remember to have balance and moderation of how much of your energy you're giving to situations and peoples and your manifestations, everything. The archangel does say you could definitely have all these things because I'm giving them to you. I just want you to learn how to find that balance between everything. Okay. So with that said, too, next day you have the Emperor. The Emperor is a great leader, a powerful leader, and he's able to manifest his new empire by being true to himself. He's very authentically and unapologetically himself. So this is the kind of energy I want you to own this, in the next month. Like, this is you unapologetically, whether you have to set boundaries, and those boundaries could be loud voices, low tones, whatever it needs to be for people to hear, like, your Sagittarius fire. Like, this is also a sign of a fire sign. This is an Aries. That's why I said you're Sagittarius fire, because this is a very fiery energy. It wants you to come through with your fiery, authentic self and be true to you, and everything is going to work for you in that way. You don't have to, like, conform to anybody or to anything, especially at work. I feel that's the energy I'm getting it from work. So you don't have to, again, conform yourself to feel like, okay, I deserve this, or like, you already done enough and to prove that your raise is reasonable. Okay. So with your Emperor, be the leader, be the boss, be the fiery Sagittarius you are. Don't be any different from anyone. And he's sitting on his throne, meaning that, like, the emperors, to me, like, or when you ever see like a royal sitting down, it's like, we're gonna come to that place where this could be you. This could be you. That you're chill, you're cool, you're calm, collective, and you're just pointing the finger at what everything needs to happen. So have that energy with the universe and your guides too. Okay, I need this, I need that, I need this to happen. And since I'm already getting that money from my promotion, from my money, my income, this is what I want done. Okay. And then, interesting enough, you have the Lovers card. I feel like the way the Lovers pops up for me is very random. I'm not sure if I'm reading, like, I don't feel the way your cards are coming up to as the Lovers for someone you already know. I feel like maybe it's something new. So I kind of want to see what Luna, if Luna got anything like that too. But the lovers comes up. It's a good love card, okay? Because I know when love stuff has come up for you, we can maybe tell it's a particular suitor or something, but I'm getting the energy that I feel like maybe this is something new. So your temperance was next to it. So your temperance is telling you having moderation and balance and everything that's changing. Because I think not only is like your money changing and solidifying your income role at work, but maybe the door opens up for love. And then I say that because then your last card is the death. Your death is showing that you are definitely in the endings or the climax of your rebirth era. Okay, this is your rebirth. You know, I also know you're Sagittarius, so your birthday is next month. So maybe it's bringing a solid full circle to this end of year, like shutting everything down your solar year for like the next thing to come up. So with your death card, a lot of changes are coming. It's, obviously, whenever the death card comes up, I feel like it's always maybe like dark or intense or stressful or like it's a lot. It's a lot of energy, and I feel like that's what you've been receiving. So it makes sense that you have your death because your death is now showing that everything is going to come up beautiful. Everything is going to be amazing. You're vibrating at this much more higher, beautiful frequency. So everything needs to match that energy. Like your money needs to match that energy. Your house needs to match that energy. But I think as well, your love life needs to manage that energy too. You know? So trust your intuition because your intuition is gonna come through very strong. Or don't doubt it. Like trust yourself. I think especially with like your work situation, and be your true authentic self because I think that's also what's gonna help you kind of like even just attract the good things into your life, but also like taking your power back and being in control of like your destiny. And yeah, that's what I have for Martika today.
Hello. That pretty much I have similar cards, but I just like obviously different wording. I got a lot. I was actually writing and channeling as you were
Yeah.
reading. They were like, write this down. I'm like, okay. So I have a lot of information. I'm gonna be real quick with it because I know a lot. It's nighttime. People gotta go, but I think I got a lot. I think this is kind of like tying the ending of the year for you. So I got here Nine of Pentacles, and then we got the Wands card. So this does talk about you're in a good place. You're not in a terrible place any way, shape, or form. I think you're in a good place materialistically in your like reality, in your physicality. Things are good, and that there is passions that you are actively pursuing. But when I also saw this, I saw a male and female ancestor come through. I felt like an aunt energy. So I don't know if you have a like great aunt or somebody aunt related that passed, and also a grandfather energy. So they're both with you right now. One of them, obviously, they represent like more earthly, more motherly, more connected to the earth, and one is just more passion and more, I feel like, is pushing you. So they're both helping you because what's happening right now is a lot of like a positive movement. A lot of things are coming through in terms of energetically for you. So maybe before you felt things were slow, and they're now helping you bring in many good things in terms of your goals. So a lot of things are going to start coming in soon, and they're telling you to not worry. So if you're worrying about finances or worrying about things not falling through, they're saying remove that from your mind. That's something that's already happening. You just got to like basically sit and receive it, and they're going to help you. And specifically, they said they've been giving you signs that things are moving forward. So you may be seeing numbers, but I heard specifically birds, like a bird chirping. So I don't know if you've been hearing birds. This is related to the male energy. They're saying they give you signs through birds. And then probably the female does another way. But I do feel like the male energy is through birds. Chirp, chirp, chirp. That's why I kept hearing chirping. So they were saying don't worry, they're helping you to guide you into the next phase energetically, because again, like sister said, a lot of things are changing. You are energetically changing, so you're shifting a lot of things in your life. Just uh be ready to receive. Don't expect anything, just expect good things. That's the most expectation you should have. Expect good things. Do you know exactly what exactly it is and the steps? No, but again, expect good things. um Also, they mentioned there's an ending of a cycle, so they want you to have patience as you're transitioning, because right now you may not resonate with the same people, you may not resonate with the same space, you may not resonate with things you've done for the past couple of years, and that's okay. That's part of the evolution of you and stepping into a new energy. So, certain things you're going to leave behind, certain habits, people, environments, even jobs, so on. So they're saying a lot of things are changing again because you're changing and you're elevating. So things will be different next year. So they're helping you transition. And this is not all at once, this is over time. So you may notice if you check back in next year at this same time, things will be completely different. You're like, oh, wow, a lot has happened. And it's because, again, you are internally shifting, you're growing, expanding, and everything's now coming into your physicality. So you're energetically changing, and now you're energetically attracting different things, which is obviously all of it's better. Now, I also got a card here is the Knight of Cups, and they told me there's new relationships happening. Now, pause. Don't think it's just love. I feel like you're going to be meeting new people. It's not just love, it's like people in general. So you may be making new connections, networking. You may be surrounded by a different group of, not even friends, but just different people. You're in different climates of socialization. So you may meet a new friend, you may be connected to a group of people, community, or even you may have a significant person, like a future significant other coming through. But these people are more aligned with their energy. That's the overall message I'm getting. Like they're more aligned to you, and you'll realize these people understand you more. Maybe before, the people in the past, like you're telling them, hey, I want to do this and that, and they're thinking, why? But these people get it. They get you, they get where you're going, they get what you want to do and your aspirations, and they're going to encourage you. So that's the overall energy I'm hearing there. Um, Also, I heard that I don't know if you're doing this now or you want to do this, but I heard hearing affirmations may help you, because also what I heard with this card is that you're changing your mindset. So instead of being like completely negative or thinking things may, like what ifs, like what if something gets bad, you're changing and rewiring your mind. So listening to, they mentioned specifically before you sleep, listening to affirmations, and I heard theta waves, theta state, no theta state. So there should be like YouTube videos, and theta states where your subconscious mind can absorb and reprogram your mind. So that may be something helpful for you to kind of reprogram your mind and move you closer to where you want to go. So I know sometimes you get intrusive thoughts or you worry a lot. So your guides are like, hey, let's help you out with that. Your answers are saying you can just listen to affirmations while you sleep. And that could help you as well. Yeah. And then for your oracle card, you have the first card is mindful wisdom. Very pretty. You got owl energy here. So this talks about divine wisdom. So you have all the skills, you have all the knowledge of how to get through whatever it is you're going through. Or if, let's just say, you do have a question or you're trying to figure out a path or a plan into your future, they're saying do not worry. Like you actually have the information within you. You can find the resources. You're a very resourceful person. You don't have to worry about, oh, what if I don't have. It's kind of like you're fooling yourself. You're kind of dimming your own light saying that, like, oh, what if I don't have enough knowledge or enough resources? And they're like, are you kidding me? You're very resourceful. You can find that out. Like, don't cut yourself short. You know you can make it happen. It's just that doubt comes in that messes you up sometimes. So they're saying right here, inner wisdom. So just start to trust your intuition and trust the information that's coming to you, whatever epiphany you get or whatever comes into your reality that's showing you the path. They're saying, hey, if you do this, you can get here. And you're like, are you sure? It's like, don't even say, are you sure? We're giving you the information, take it. And that's what your guys are saying. They're helping you. So you'll see the information, don't doubt it, take it as a sign and keep it moving, utilize it. The last card is open your intuition. So you see the man here. So pretty much what Sister's saying with the High Priestess card. They want you to start trusting your intuition more. So you can do intuition exercises, meditations. If anything, you can even pay attention to, sorry, pay attention to your day to day and see what exactly signs are you're noticing. If you want, you can ask your guides a question, your ancestors, hey, can you show me the sign of this? And then look for it and see what happens. And that kind of engagement and exercise is kind of a way of trusting yourself. Okay, I am divinely protected. I am divinely guided. So when a message or sign comes to you, you actually believe it. So you can do that. You can say, oh, send me a red apple if I'm supposed to do this. Send me this. And you can be specific as you want. And please give it time. It's not going to happen one day. Sometimes some signs happen in like a week, maybe even 2 weeks, depending on what it is you're. Don't be too intricate, but be enough that you can, get the message. But that's what I'm hearing overall. And that's in general to seek clarification. So exercise your intuition muscle and start trusting yourself more because you're being led into a better place energetically. And again, that's going to change your reality as well. And that's your reading. I think she wrote a bunch of stuff. Well, let's see. Hi, Maribel. How are you? Lots of birds, numbers, and dreams. Been meditating more and saying affirmations. Owls, you see them everywhere. Then maybe you are connected to owl spirit. I would recommend looking up what an owl is it owl animal guide, what it means. But usually means wisdom, deep wisdom,
Yeah.
knowledge, like even occultism, esoteric stuff. That's also what it means. You can look into that as well. You're welcome. Yay. We got our worst reading down. And I think Maribel's here.
Maribel sent a message earlier saying that, like, I think if she's not on, she wrote what it was, what she said was
Mm-hmm.
on everything.
Yes. She said if when it's her turn, she also said whatever her guides or ancestors want to give her. Like whatever messages. So Maribel, are you here? Thank you so much. Yay! She said she's been feeling their presence so much lately.
Yeah.
Especially now. Oh yeah. I think the reason people feel it more is because also collectively it's been like the flashlight is being shined on that. But yeah. You too. Have an amazing night. Sleep well. So this is Maribel. Are you all? Let us know if you're on. You know what?
Say it again.
My chat is acting weird, so I'm gonna go on my laptop just to check.
Well, my chat too on my phone, it's like it's not. It's all the. It looks like it's all piled up together. So
Same,
yeah.
same. It's like clustered together. I'm gonna pull out my laptop, guys, and see what's going on with um. All right, so I'm on the chat now.
Okay.
So if anything, We could just do Maribel, and I'll timestamp everything so that in the end everyone can have their reading, and I'll put initials.
Yeah.
I'll put initials for you guys.
So Maribel said that, yeah, to just get started with her, right? If she's not on, that she's just open to what the guides tell her. Right? Her ancestors have to tell her. I think it wasn't something in particular.
No, she just wanted to be open to the message. I love it.
Okay. Ooh, there you go. Oh, today is Maribel's birthday, actually. So I think that's why also she's not like really.
Oh yeah,
as
she's
fresh.
party hardy. I forgot. Happy birthday! All right, so we'll just timestamp it. No worries. Whoa.
Okay, I have my cards ready. She did 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Maria, I have my cards ready. I'll get started. So, happy birthday. Stephanie, happy birthday. May, the universe bring you more blessings. Seems like you're on a new route too. Because your center card that I got is the sun. So the sun represents happiness, joy, fulfillment, and it wants you to start seeing like the changes that are happening. I think changes are happening little by little, like your son. This is his final senior year. Then you get that broadens up your horizon for, what am I gonna do now when he goes off on his own? Lots of good stuff. So your son, the sun card in particular, showing to like start seeing all these like your particular journey right now as like it being something brand new. Sometimes children like it wants you to think like a child. Like when something is new to them, they just want to, they know nothing about it. So kind of like act like you know nothing about this and you're just open to the process, especially emotionally. Because a lot of good, happy memories are going to be made. A lot of good stuff is coming through. You've definitely built from a lot of tough exterior, like this beautiful garden around you. So it wants you to like start reigning in your success. So feel really happy and really good about what you're doing. Especially because here you have the devil, where the devil, oh yeah, she says because I'm all sorry. Yeah, for sure. Well, you will have the replay for you. um, so the devil, especially because the devil represents like a lot of hard work. I can tell you've been working very hard. Maybe a lot of your energy is being taken at work. That's why like the people are kind of chained up and being pulled by him because it's almost like certain things are restricting you from other things. But the good thing about the Capricorn energy of the devil is that like it's almost like you're laser focused on this one thing. So therefore you're very committed to be like the best version of yourself, to do your best, to always show up, to always be on time, doing you're very like, focused on this. So if the next couple of weeks also seem kind of like very hard, or you're working a lot, or your energy is like all over the place, it's also a reminder to find balance in your like work and rest kind of energy, because the devil does kind of like pull a lot from us. So just be mindful of being able to rest, to relax. But as well, because your sun card is next to it, the sun card is really good to also show being social and going out. So if your friends ask you to go out, that they want to take you out, that they want to go do stuff, then go with your friends, go do it. Don't like hold yourself back completely, because I understand we're also trying to be better people. Maybe we don't do things that we used to. Like you're not gonna party every day, but you can party once a week or something like that, to kind of like disconnect from certain things, but still making really good, happy memories. Here you have the Seven of Swords, where your Seven of Swords, I can see how right now maybe as well you're kind of being a little bit secretive, or like keeping things on the low, because you don't want people ruining the energy for you, let's say. Which I think it's a good thing that you keep your moves on the low and you keep it to yourself as to like how you're planning for your future and everything. But I think because your Sun card is next to it, it's telling you to like, I think it wants you to emotionally be open and happy to like the people that you truly know are here for you and on your side. I understand that Mandela is truly real. Like I believe it. I keep my mouth shut, but I think it wants you to still be a little bit vulnerable to certain people around you, or like, let's say if you know for sure, like your homegirl that's like ride or die, she wouldn't do that to you. Then don't be afraid to, express. You can say little things. You don't have to give them the full tea, but it is showing like a more vulnerable side, a more kinder side, like just opening up. Like not everything needs to be like hidden or like a secret, or like your life doesn't need to be a secret, you know what I mean? Or like the way you're living, it doesn't need to be a secret. You could kind of like, you could still pick and choose as to what you're going to share with certain people. um and with that said too, here you have the Four of Coins actually. So with your Four of Coins, your Four of Coins is also telling you to like be very fearless in this in the next couple of weeks and the remainder of the year, I would say. Because your Four of Coins give you that sometimes when we think about certain situations, like when we're thinking about something really good that's happening to us, we might go to the area of our brain that says, well, how about this doesn't work out, how about this happens. It doesn't want you to like spiral your mind into like the what ifs, because in the past certain things happen. So therefore not letting insecurities about the past or certain things that happened in the past ruin certain things for you. It wants you to like let go and release and just be open to how things will unfold for you. Don't hold on to things, like fully let it go. I would say that like for this year, like whatever you need to know, like you need to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We know we're technically gonna enter a new year, and I think your guys want you to know that for the next coming weeks, your work is to fully let go of things like 100%. Like, I know this year you've been letting a lot of stuff. Even let's say, for example, your love department, certain people that no longer serve you. I think that's really great. But also that includes, let's say, like how we open up, or how vulnerable we are, or how closed off we are, things like that. Like it just wants you to as well, like it wants you to live fearless. It wants you to have faith that everything's gonna work out. That if you are this open, that you're not like setting yourself up for failure by getting heartbroken or something like that. It just wants you to like be open to the experience as to what the universe has for you. So again, we're not gonna let fear and insecurities or the past hold us back from like the stuff that's coming into our lives, especially because the sun kind of softens the energy around everything else. It makes it very happy, very loving, very caring. So it's almost like nothing bad is really going to happen to you. The only bad things that are happening are in your own mind, that we're sabotaging ourselves, that we're creating and like spiraling out. So don't do that. Because then here with your final card, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, he is like, the ruler of like his, his pleasure points, as in knowing what he truly wants, what brings him happiness, what brings him joy. This is a sign of a Taurus. So Tauruses are connected to like luxury, pleasure, treating yourself, love, because it's connected to Venus, the planet Venus, which is the goddess of love. And it shows that the high friend could also be like your older guides, that they want to bring you love. Like there's maybe like an elder that they're trying to bring you more love. And the Taurus energy of the high friend is very family oriented. So I would say that they're trying to like fill certain areas of your life with more love, with as well like reminding you that maybe there's certain traditional values that you hold up to a good high standards, and it wants you to stay consistent with that. Don't feel like you have to be less, or that you're not enough, that you have everything in with you to like be capable of receiving love, to give love, to be open to love, and as well maybe even that love, giving it to your family too. The Hierophant is very like traditional kind of energy, so very family. Certain relationships are very important to you. Like right now, focusing maybe your energy on relationships that make you really happy and that you could build happy memories with is, I think, how the universe wants you to continue to finish the year off. Like continue to be with those people that you could really build a happy journey with. Work and your goals are still striving for success, so keep doing what you're doing because you're doing it really great. Just find that balance of like self-care and work. And it's okay to open up and not be so closed off to the energy of Malejo. Be vulnerable, be open. I'm pretty sure there are people that at least one person that is really good to ride or die for you to be like, oh my gosh, so today they told me this at work, or my son did so great. Oh my gosh, he's applying for all these schools. Be open to like, not feeling like everyone's maybe out to get you or ruining it for you. And then the whole scheme is like completely ruined for you. Okay. Like everything's going to work out. Everything is going to bring you happiness and joy. So just remember that and like, just try to live with that kind of energy. Like that's the energy I'm accepting, because that's the energy I know I deserve it more. And that's what I want to be in alignment with. So yeah, that's what I have.
Hey, I got similar messages in some aspects, and I do think a lot of it is related to other people and like the energies you're allowing. That's what I got too. Hello. My cat just said,
Your
meow.
kitty cat. That's what I thought. I was like, hey, it sounds like a kitty cat.
Yeah, he was sleeping. He woke up for you, Maribel. He wanted to say happy birthday. But I wanted to say that for your reading, basically I got a grandmother energy because I told the ancestors come through, say hello. As a grandmother or great grandmother energy, and she likes to cook. She mentions cooking, food, and that's something she's known for. And that she also wanted to give the message that she loves you very much. So this may be like a great grandma, someone who made food. Everyone knew her for her food. Okay, so that's somebody who's coming through to say hello, and who's probably around you in this time. So you probably thought about her, somebody mentioned her, or someone's thinking about her around you in terms of family. But yes, a great grandmother or grandmother energy who could throw down in the kitchen is wanting to say hello. But now that was the little message. But for you here, I have here the Four of Cups. So this is the energy kind of going on. Sorry, my phone is dying quicker than ever. Of course it is when I'm doing lives. Let me just plug it in. Okay. So I got here the Four of Cups. So I was getting also you have a lot of anxiety lately. I feel like you don't know what it is. It's like this weird anxious feeling, like it comes and goes, and some days you have a good day, some days you just feel like frustrated or flustered. It could be with life. Maybe things are not where you want it to be exactly, or maybe things are not too bad, but you want it to progress more. Now, I'm hearing this that there's obviously opportunities going to be presented to you. You may not be seeing it yet, or there is progress you're making, but you're just not acknowledging it. So it could be that maybe you're hoping for like a certain outcome, but you're not seeing the baby steps that you've been taking. So definitely your guide to say, hey, let's slow down and let's look. Like, even though, yes, you're not exactly there into the end goal, but look at the progress you're making so far. But also in regards to the anger, frustration, or grumpy, like you said, grumpiness that you're experiencing, it's related to your outside energy. That's what I'm hearing specifically. Because I have here the Hermit card. The Hermit card is saying you have to look within. When you're feeling like that, check in with yourself. Am I really upset? Is there really something bothering me? Or could it be other people? And this is just a hint from your guide saying that you need to make sure you're not absorbing other people's energy. And if you are, acknowledge it. So then you don't take everything as you. Because sometimes people can get upset, frustrated, angry, and it could be just because they're around someone who's upset, frustrated, or angry. So you got to differentiate what's your energy and what's other people. That's why sitting with yourself and checking in, saying, do I really feel this way? And if there's nothing going on within yourself that's really resonating with this emotion, it could be you're absorbing other people's energies. So you just got to be extra careful, especially now with the eclipse season that just ended. A lot of people are angry and cranky and all over the place. So you may have been irritable because of that. So I'm hearing maybe spend some more time alone. Make sure you call back your energy. That's something you should be doing more often. I think maybe you're just a little tad more sensitive now. And now, because of that, you're a little more sensitive to other people. I'm hearing that you may feel this need to be alone more. Like if you go on a social outing, you want to take a break. You're like, all right, let me take a day to recover. I need to be not around people, or at least people who are dramatic. Because I do feel like you have some dramatic people in your life, or someone specifically who's very vampiro. They don't notice it. I feel like this person doesn't know they are, but I do think like at a point you're sensing it, like you engage with them and then you feel super tired or super stressed out just by hanging out with this person. So I would say your guys are saying spend more alone time. Distance yourself in a sense like, hey, take more you time and breaks from this person just because they're really making it all about them. So, for example, you had a rough day and you just want to relax, but this person starts talking about their stuff and they yip yap, and you're just like, shut the fuck up. I want to like rest right now. This is your guide saying like maybe this is you irritated because their energy is overwhelming and taking yours. So pay attention to how you feel around others, but also how you feel around yourself when you're alone. There's a difference. You'll notice when you're by yourself and you're frustrated, that's you. But if you're with people and you're feeling all these things and you were fine a minute before, it could be the other people. I don't know if that's just making some clarity right now in terms of how you're feeling. I got here also the King of Swords. So this is telling me that you need to balance your emotions and thoughts more. So maybe your emotions are overwhelming you, but it may calm down during the end of the year. So just be more grounded. If anything, make sure, like I said, check in with yourself and say, is this how I'm really feeling? It's bringing you more logic to understand your emotions and feelings or understand what's going around you. So that's what the King of Swords energy is, a balance of both mind and the heart. And I have here as your last, well, yeah, your last tarot is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords card usually means mentally trapped, but it shows that this female can really remove herself from these binds if she just takes the blindfold off and takes the sword and slice it open. So it's basically saying you have the power to remove yourself from this trapped entrapment mentally. You just got to realize it. And again, once you start to understand how your energy, how your other people affect you, I think there's power in that, and you can navigate your emotions better and also other people's energies. Because some people you just can't necessarily say fuck you because they're family and you have to be around them. I don't know if this is related to family, but it shows you how you engage with them and how you keep your connection and your why is this cat really wants to say hi. Sorry, let's interrupt the reading for the kitty. Say hello.
Hello.
He's like
Hello.
crawling on the table while I'm doing this reading. He wants to say hi.
Hello.
My cat likes you, Maribel. Because he's literally on the table. Can I read? Okay, hold on. So the kitty cat's gonna be here. Maybe this means like my kitty wants to give you his purse. But definitely you have the power to remove these binds. I would just say take moments to yourself, really acknowledge what you're feeling and knowing, and trust your gut. If something's telling you something's off, it most likely is, and pay attention to that. And also trust your gut. If something's saying you're going to be all right and things are going to work out, trust that as well. Now, the last card you got is for the Oracle. It says here Hidden Realms. This is a cool looking card. It has so much going on, so I just want you to take a look at the visuals. It says here create conscious awareness. So I feel like this card is talking about being more aware of your energetic surroundings, but also in general of what you're doing and how it's affecting you. So this is like, I have a feeling towards the end of this year, you're going to be more aware of how your energy affects yourself and others and what's going on around you. So this is just your guide saying you're kind of learning how to do that. And eventually you will get to a point where you can navigate anybody and anything without feeling affected by it energetically. And that's overall your reading. I hope that makes sense to you. And also, one last thing, your dreams may be super powerful. So pay attention to your dreams. They're showing you how you truly feel and who around you is being weird. Because I have a feeling they're showing you stuff in your dreams. So just pay attention. That's your reading. And now my cat left. See, when I was done with your reading, he's like, all right, bye.
Oh my goodness.
This cat is so weird. She says, yes, stressful work has been a lot of changes. Yeah. I think in general, anything that's like money related or to your livelihood, it can really fuck you up mentally, you know? But I hope these messages give you reassurance. But it's saying things are gonna get better. Just be aware of where you're putting your energy into. So let's see. We have next Ella. Ella, are you on? And she has 7 cards.
Okay.
And Ella wanted she wanted more clarity and reassurance. So we set the intention that her guides and ancestors give her more clarity on whatever she needs to hear the most that will help her, and reassurance on whatever she needs to hear the most that will help her.
Okay.
You hear that, ancestor? She wants to know that. Okay. I made sure I was like, you're giving me a message. It has to address these 2 things. Because I feel like she really, really needs it. And it's always nice to have that. Because then it kind of squashes the little fucking voices of evil that come in and mess up your head. So we're having Ella. Okay.
Hmm. Well, I have my cards, but they are very intriguing. um, so the first card you have, Ella, is the Seven of Cups. Where with your Seven of Cups, I can tell there's a lot going on in your mind right now. Your mind is like on overload, thinking of all your options as to what you should do. What, like, should I do this? Should I do that? Is this best for me? Is this best for my family? How will this work out? How about if I did this? How about if I'm more selfish? There's just too much going on in your mind right now. It's just like you're overthinking. When the Seven of Cups comes up, it could get to a point where it causes confusion. Therefore, it's very hard for like you to get the direct message. And right now, it's important for you to clear your mind. Your guides specifically are saying they're going to tell you exactly what you need to know and do, but it's like they're trying to give you the message, but because your mind is flustered with too many things, it's just not transmitting well. So I need you to like meditate or pray. I need you to like meditate and clear yourself. I would recommend doing una limpia. Do some kind of limpia, clean yourself, clear your air. There's too much shit going on around you that it's fogging it. And I feel like the guides that your guides and your ancestors, they want to directly tell you exactly what you need to do. But again, the message is not being transmitted because of this, because your mind is just too, there's too much going on. So again, I would recommend doing a limpia, and then after your limpia, you need to start like meditating or being with yourself. Just like take some, like, go to a park or after work, park your car, sit there and like be alone for like 5 minutes, because you have the judgment right underneath your judgment. You can see that it's the angel Gabriel, and he's bringing the message to the people. And you see how they're like naked? That represents being vulnerable and extremely open to the process. So I know you are a very open person. Like whatever your guides are going to tell you, I know you're going to do it. So that's what you are. You know, you're a real one like that. So I don't think you're not trying to be open. I just think that like again with your Seven of Cups, this is just like too much energy, just flustering you, and it's just getting again in the way of the transmission. There's too much energy going on, so you need to clean yourself. You need to clean your home. If you need to clean your child, like clean your car, like everything needs to, whatever might have happened this past month. It's almost like you need to like clean it out. Not that you're like swiping thing under the rug. No, it's more like energetically you need to remove that shit. So therefore, you have this open, your channel open again, because you do have a great channel. You are very intuitive. Like I get that energy that your guides are trying to talk to you. The fact that you have the judgment means that they're trying to, you're going to receive the message, but in the right divine moment, it's going to come to you directly, as in this is what you exactly need to do. um, Something that's going to really help you with that is here you have the Page of Coins. It's telling you that like I think right now it's also not a moment for you to feel pressured to make a choice. It wants you to take your time and maybe analyzing what in your life has more value right now. Is it maybe, let's say, your child, yourself, your career? What is more valuable at this time? What is something that you are very, very grateful for? And maybe there's potential there. So, therefore, it wants you to start giving your energy into that. It wants you to start putting your time into that. And I think it's something that's going to help you deflect from this and like shrink this down, because it's almost like this is something that like not that you don't have control over, but you just don't know how to step into it. Because you don't know how to step into it, it's causing way too much like overload for you. So right now I think your heart does know exactly what brings you happiness and what you love to do. So start putting your energy there first. So doing your limpia, cleaning your child, you know, putting time for you alone to like listen to the messages, but as well putting time into the things that you love and value right now. And it can be starting as little as like just giving your all to your child or your career, or just being very present at work. Try not to, like, I know it's hard not to think. So I don't like, it's hard for me to say that to people because I know we can't just like turn off a button and that's it. It works. It's just as well with practice. You have to practice things and keep doing it until it becomes a habit and therefore it becomes natural to you. So, maybe if you use an app meditation, listen to a Reiki,
Uh-oh.
out of work or before, play something to bring you to balance, okay? Because it's important to kind of bring you back to earth to give you what you're looking for, which I think is you do want a clear sign as to what is your next move. And here you have the Ten of Swords, where your Ten of Swords is coming to like your completion of all of this. It's like there might be a moment of like explosion, but it's almost like it needs to happen for you, like yourself, to really come to center and feel like you really, really, really know what you have to do for yourself and what's best for you right now. Like, what's gonna bring you happiness, what's gonna bring you joy. So like you're gonna come to the end of feeling like stressed and overwhelmed and over like, it's almost like the worst already happened. See it that way. The worst thing already happened, but it's more like, are we letting this continue to like stab us and like hurt us, or are we releasing it? Or are we continuing to, in a sense, feel the pain, feel the hurt, and then healing from it? And that's kind of like what your Ten of Swords is. That's why he's stabbing in like the center point. Your center point represents your chakras. Your chakras represents every area of your life, like your mind, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your creativity, your money, your grounding, everything. So like by the, you almost are in this place where the swords have already stabbed you everywhere they should, but you're almost focused on like, how do I rip these out, instead of like just be in the pain, be in the hurt, receive it, accept it, and how do I heal from this moving forward. And a place again to start is from a loving, grateful place. Your Page of Coins again, it needs to start from a place of like gratitude and love. And I will say, that's gonna help a lot. And it's important not to feel easy disappointed. I know that you're getting triggered and like everything is disappointing you at this point. Like these cups are spilled and these are standing, but he is holding on to this one thing. So I feel like deep down your intuition is telling you there is something that is bringing me back to this. There is something that is pulling me into this. So with that said, your intuition card is here with the moon. The moon is was another card of like fogginess, in a sense that like the difference being in that, like, with your moon, at least your intuition knows the answer and you know the answer. But because maybe you don't see it clear, the night isn't as clear. It's almost like you don't want to, like, not accept it, but like it almost doesn't feel as real. Maybe something for you, you need a big, massive sign for you to feel like, okay, then I'm going to listen to that and I'm going to do to that. But your moon is also telling you to trust your intuition and trust yourself. Sometimes it doesn't have to be this massive message. It just needs to start with you trusting yourself and you trusting your intuition and you feeling really solid about like what is the next big thing for me right now. There could be a lot of grounding and a lot of like balance and structure brought back to us. We have the King of Clubs as your last card. The King of Clubs is the Aries energy. They're the boss, they're the leader, and they say what goes on, and as they say, it is done. So it wants you to like take your power back by being in control of the situation. You can definitely mostly be in control of the situation. So just be like your true authentic self and like lay the law out as well. Like that means your boundaries, um, respecting your time and space, how we're moving forward with shit, and how this is gonna go on. Like if we're moving forward into this direction for betterment, then this is what we need to do. If we're moving into a different direction that there needs to be space, then this is what needs to happen. But I think deep down, you want things to be good, everything come to balance. But I think that definitely also comes with boundaries, and obviously that means respect. So I think this comes in part of like almost the other stuff, like your cleansing, your aura balance, your gratitude, working on you. I think it's almost like you need to get settled into yourself, like your mind, and ground yourself, because you're too much like up here. Like you're floating here, and your guides, yeah, it's cool. You're floating here because your guides can talk to you, but you're not floating the right way. You also need to have your feet grounded to the floor. And I think that's where, like, because your mind is too busy and chaotic, again, the message is not coming through. They're trying to talk to you, but it's not receiving. So just, take some time to be with you, do the meditations, do the Reiki, clear yourself. Your guides are going to directly tell you. And I think that's why I keep saying that, because the cards can tell you what to do, but then there's certain times where it's like your guides want to show you exactly what you need to do. And I think that's the case here. I think that they've been trying to tell you exactly what to do or show you what to do, but because your mind is just insanely racing and your heart is in all, and you're also getting disappointed and hurt and left feel this and left feel that, it's just like you just have a lot of like negative energy that's blocking the channel for you. So I need you to definitely clear yourself, you know, cleanse yourself, clear the space, clear the energy, and everything is going to naturally just come to you and it's going to feel really solid. But I think deep down, you know what you want to do and and what you would like to move forward with. So as well, part of the process is trusting your intuition too in what's occurring right now. So that's what I
Yeah.
have.
Me and my cat are listening and enjoying the reading. It's being extra cuddly. I got it. I kind of pretty much have similar cards in a sense of like the message. Before I even start, a father figure. I don't know if this is somebody like father wise, but I heard father figure come through. It could be your dad, or it could be someone's dad in terms of like family coming through. I would just want to let you know male energies around you currently. Now, as for the messages, I got quite a bit. I got the first card is your high priestess card. So you're very intuitive right now. Now, also the two here is being shown to me. So that means that in order for you to be tapped into your intuition more, there has to be more balance in your life. So if you notice there's not that much balance, you're not going to feel confident in your intuition. It's very connected. So you have to have balance in terms of your emotions, your mentality, also balance in your home life. And that means like having rest for yourself, time to like sit and like process things, because a lot has happened for you. That's what you guys are saying. A lot has happened. You have to sit and allow it to take place and process your feelings and emotions. It's part of the process of you understanding what's happening to you and also the changes around you. And excuse me, it's also tied to your intuition. So your intuition is a lot stronger than before, but again, because there's so many things happening in such a short amount of time, that you're trying to keep it together, but you're kind of bottling it more. So you have to find a way to release it. And that means taking time to yourself to really think. Maybe, I don't know why here, like a shadow work journal could really help you. They have a bunch on TikTok, but even just shadow work prompts that you can do, because I do think there's a part of you trying to speak to yourself, like an aspect of you trying to speak to you to allow you that, hey, we need to like process what's happening. What's going through is hard. And we're allowed this moment to validate the feelings of life sucks sometimes, things are hard, and that right now we just need to process. So I'm hearing this high priestess card is very much you, and in order for you to kind of elevate yourself mentally, emotionally, and also energetically, you have to process your emotions. And I mean, don't I get the whole I'm superhero, I'm the captain of the ship and I can't, but you have to for your own um, wealth, health, and mentality. And wealth meaning equal to your health. Health is wealth. So I think for you, you need to process those emotions. You need to feel things. You need to express to yourself, not to anyone else, but to yourself how you really feel. And also, I'm hearing specifically there's like a rebirth happening with you. So again, you may notice that things feel different. You feel different. You don't like the same things. Things have changed. Also, your direction you notice is changing too. So it's not like I'm having a sense like in the beginning of the year, you thought you wanted these things and now it's changed. So you have to acknowledge these changes within yourself. Um, just allow the feelings to come and allow yourself to sit with those feelings, because again, a change of internal change is happening. So things are changing in terms of how you view things, how you feel about things, and how you want your future to be. Okay, so I see here also that you have here the Chariot card, and this means again also balance. A lot of balance needs to happen right now, and they just want you to center and sit and allow like feelings and emotions to come up. And I think acknowledgement is super powerful for you. So you just acknowledging how you truly feel about things is also you taking a mental course, a mental action to bring in a new sense of authenticity of how you feel and what you want. Because I do think your wants are changing. Your wants and needs are changing. This could be mentally, in terms of career, even in your home life. So things are changing and you have to acknowledge the change. Don't be afraid of change, because I see here this plus sign. For some reason, your guides were like, hey, pay attention to this plus sign. Whatever's happening is supposed to bring aid in your life. Your guides want you to realize that you haven't been necessarily happy with all the things that are happening, and they want you to be happy now and in the future. In order for you to do that, you have to release. You have to release these old feelings and emotions and embrace the present moment. And what's happening right now with these feelings coming up, maybe even like thoughts that you've been having, it's supposed to bring aid. So all of this is happening to bring relief and aid and peace in your life. The thing that you really want. You want peace and balance. You want everyone to be happy, your family to be healthy and happy, and you to be healthy and happy. In order for that to happen, you have to let go of old things that you thought you wanted and embrace what's happening now, a change of self. You're changing everything. It's like internal change. It's like a snake. The skin is shedding off, and there's a new layer. And you have to kind of open yourself up to that new layer and allow to physically take place, because you feel it emotionally inside. Now you have to let it physically take place. And I see here with the Eight of Cups that a lot of changes are happening. You're walking away from old emotions. And this could, and for some reason, they're telling me each cup represents something. It could be your old self, your youth, your younger years. Maybe you're not the same person you were in your 20s or teens, whatever. I feel like, again, it's kind of like you're becoming a different person. It's like adult you. Like, you know how sometimes people don't really feel like adults until a certain age? Like, it really hits them like, holy shit. I am doing all these things. I'm in a different chapter in my life. I'm a different, some is different. I feel different. I don't feel the same. I don't resonate with the same me from years ago. And that's something your guys are acknowledging. There's a new change. There may also be a different career path too. Maybe something in the field of what you're doing, but just different. So they're saying be open to that as well. I see putting yourself out there in different ways. For some reason, I'm hearing vulnerability, being more vulnerable. That's what I'm hearing, like allowing yourself to feel. So that may be new. And you're like, holy shit, I don't do that shit. And I'm like, well, you're going to have to. If you want to elevate and bring in the good things and truly be at peace and open up this part of you, you have to be vulnerable with yourself. And that's something you're working on. It's not something you're not working on. You actually currently are internally, but now you just got to bring it out more. Now, the next card you have for tarot is Judgment. So this is talking about as a divine moment. This ending of the year is going to be very specific for you because you're again releasing old parts of yourself and inviting this new authentic you. And you have to release the judgment of yourself and also of others. I think in general, your guides want you to wipe the slate clean in terms of like how you view everything and just change your outlook. Okay. Trust your gut. Your gut is telling you exactly what to do. You just got to let go of the old emotions to invite those new thoughts and internal wisdom that's trying to come out. And this internal wisdom is telling you to let go. Let go of the old judgments, let go of the old resentments, let go of the old frustrations, and focus on what's truly important to you right now. What will really make you happy. And like Sister said, what focus will have you feeling wholesome and connected? Is it your family is important right now? Is it your mental health is important right now? And combination of everyone, because your mental health affects everyone in your family, and the people closest around you. So you have to be mentally right in order for them to be mentally right as well. Because again, you're the captain of the ship. Unfortunately, that's what you are. You're very much a leader, and you know it. So you have to take care of yourself as well. And as you change, your routine changes, everything changes around you. And it's good to change. Change is not bad, especially if it's internal. I feel like you're so used to change externally, but internally is hard. And this is a new thing you're doing. This is new and it feels weird, but embrace it. And I think it's gonna bring you more relief than before. The last tarot card you got here is the Eight of Pentacles. So that means you're working on yourself, you're mastering something. Okay. I know it feels like things are going into like shit. Like you're like, what is happening? But it's actually supposed to help. It's weird. I'm saying this to you, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is all meaning something. This is all bringing something together. I feel like the more you let it happen and you just say you release any expectations and just allow whatever needs to come in, next year you're gonna be like, oh, now I understand why these things happen the way they happen, because I wouldn't be where I am next year in a certain place. So everything's happening for a reason. Specifically, they're also mentioning your job. It's happening for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason, specifically because you're wanting more peace, more balance, and spirit's trying to bring it to you. But it's not going to be in the way you think. That's why you got to release the old mentalities, because it's having you trapped into, I expect certain things to be like this. And spirit's like, no, 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 it's different now. Everything's different. So things are going to come to you differently when you least expect it. So you got to let go of that old mentality that's keeping you thinking that you have to do something a certain way. This way is going to be unconventional, it's going to be different, but it's going to be something way better than you expect. So spirit's saying let go of the judgment and allow your self mastery to take place. Now we're getting into your oracle. So you got here hidden realms, and it says here create conscious awareness. So this is talking about your dreams, also talking about energy around you. Be aware of energy around you, people around you, places around you. Not as a warning, but because you're more sensitive and you're more intuitive, most people are turning more sensitive now. You have to pay attention. You can't just bypass certain feelings and emotions anymore at some level. You just gotta acknowledge it. So, for example, if you're connecting with someone, it feels weird and off because there's something weird and off. It's not, you're not going crazy. You're not a mean person. There's something off. And if something feels right, even though it looks stupid, it's meant for you. Again, this is why your guys are saying just embrace it. Stop trying to question what the feeling, why does it feel this way? Just embrace it. Let go of those old feelings and old mentalities and just embrace it. The last card you have here is shield your energy. Okay. Shield your energies. This is just talking about cleansing your biofield, your auric field. I feel like for you, the confusion and the feeling of I don't know what's happening to me is what sister said. It's just a collection of ucky energy in your auric field. And all you really need to do is take a good couple of spiritual baths and do a couple floor washes. And I promise you, the everything, you'll get so much clarity, you'll get so much insight, and you'll start to put the dots together. It's just you're kind of clouded because the energy is just you're absorbing too much. So I would recommend at least 3 days in a row. You don't have to do anything intricate. Take a salt bath with an intention of cleansing your auric field. That is all. Soak in it for however you feel you need to soak in it. Maybe the first time you'll soak in it for a hot minute, then the next day shorter, and then it's shorter, however you see fit. But please take the time, at least do it for 3 days, and cleanse your house. And I mean, cleanse your house like energy, whatever you have, tuning forks, whatever it is around you. I recommend floor washes because they're easier. Take ammonia. Ammonia is really good for cleansing your home. Don't douse your whole house with ammonia, but do a tablespoon in your floor wash. And if you have Florida water, spill some in there. If you have Mistolene, Fabuloso, whatever, put a little bit of that in there. Put your hands over and set the intention that it clears the energy in your home. You pray over it or you chant over it however times you want to that you feel connected, and you fucking mop the shit out of your house. And you keep repeating that, cleansing the negative energy. Do this for 2 days straight. This is a deep cleaning. Do it for 2 days straight. Get all the nooks and crannies, all the little areas underneath the little nightstands and anywhere near your bed, near everywhere. And the places you tend to argue or fight the most, you cleanse the shit out of those areas as well, because that's the energy and the areas that hold the most energy. You know what I'm talking about. So any areas that you argue or you tend to have more tats or you have issues with, cleanse the fuck out of that place, because energy holds there. Residual energy holds. And once you do that, you're gonna have like a aha fucking day, a day of like so many signs and so many messages, and you're like, holy shit! All I had to do was cleanse. I'm like, yes. That's why spiritual cleansing is very, 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 very important. If anything, if anyone does anything spiritual, just cleansing. That's the best thing you can do. And you don't have to do anything else. But I think that's all the messages I have for you. And I think you're good. Right now, like Sister said, your guides are giving it to you, but there's just so much going on. And all you need to do is just sit and receive. And that means just cleansing and receiving what's next. And that's it. I feel like everything else is going to come through and work out just fine. That's what I'm getting. I'm just like an evolution of self. But I hope these messages help you.
Yeah, same. I think it's sometimes the whole thing needs to crumble and detour. Like, like the tower, it just needs to get struck by lightning real hard, get hit with a rod to restructure everything.
And I promise it's just they're telling me everything's gonna work out, and you know it. It's just this weird knowing, like I'm gonna do well. It's just the unknown, not knowing the next steps is what kills people. Like, what the hell's next? And they're like, we don't know. So that was Ella. I hope those messages help you. But like I said, like me and Sister said, we double confirmed it. Do a spiritual bath and cleanse your home. So the next person we have is Katie. Now, Katie said that she wanted any like general or whatever her guides have to give her. So she says whatever they want to say. And for Robert,
Okay.
his
Awesome.
specific reading is a business reading. So he wants to know about his business and like any follow-up check-ins that his guides want to give him.
Okay.
So, and I think they're both 7. Yeah, they're both 7.
Okay. So Katie, for sure. Let's see what her guides want to tell her, what the universe wants to show her. You show your kitty cat. I kind of want to show my bunny. Let me see where she's at.
Olivia, where are you, girl? Did you dress her up for Halloween? I wonder if you could dress bunnies up. Hi, baby. I love that little white dot on her nose. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid, mommy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Aww.
It's okay. I know you thought, what is that noise? Actually, I'm gonna put her down on the floor. I realized I can have you down here, mommy, and you go up.
But what's that sound?
I forgot that I can have her out and about right now. So I was like, hi, let me have her out. Let me have her out. There you go, mommy. Olivia, come on, mommy. Come on. Okay, sorry. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I can have her out. Let me release her.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. so we're doing Katie.
Oh, before I do that, I forgot to mention. Oh my god, I forgot. Besides that, Ella, you had cat energy around you because I kept looking at cards. I kept thinking about fucking cats. So look into animal cat guides, like animal spirit guides. Look into cats. I feel like you're very connected to cat energy. That's it. I forgot to mention that. Because some people they get like I notice everyone's getting animal guides coming through. Even the animals are coming through. Damn.
Yeah, the animals are coming through. Lydia's here. Let me see. Lydia, yes. She has her little things to bounce around. Lydia, mommy, bounce around because then you're gonna go in my room. Okay.
Interesting. Ooh, she got some cool cards. Kara, you got some cool cards. I'm looking at her oracle cards and I love it. I love it. All right, I'm gonna. While she's still playing, I'm gonna go. So, an animal guide came through. I heard swan. So, you may be connected to swan energy. I don't know why, Katie. And the first card you got is like a bird. And it looks like kind of like a dove, too. Like a white feathered
Okay, just in case,
bird.
actually, I'm gonna look for a lighter so I can burn my Palo Santo. So I'll
Yeah,
be right
go
back.
for it. So I feel like bird energy is connected to you, swan energy, dove energy, but also right here, the first card you got is the Ace of Cups. So this means there's new connections happening. I'm also hearing spirit guide connections or energetic connection. You made new connections recently, and these connections it's related to you making more decisions. So I feel like you're getting more aid into making more decisions because you got the Two of Swords. And these decisions are leading to more rebirth. So I feel like right now you're am I connected? All right. Sorry about that. Whoa. That's weird that on your reading the internet disconnected.
Yeah, you glitched for a second, but then it jumped back on.
That's hilarious. See, that is a fucking sign, Katie, that you have like some energies around you. Swan energy turned off my internet for a second. So I feel like whatever connection you make, because I do think is a new energetic connection, is helping you make some decisions, some powerful decisions that's aiding you in a rebirth. That's what I'm hearing. I do think this is like a guide. Either a guide or a new energy came forth during the time recently. I have more messages, but that's what I'm hearing. So this new, it could be swan energy or something, maybe even an ancestor connected to swans or representing swans. There's definitely a bird energy coming through. So there's definitely an aid of energy ancestors helping you make decisions, powerful decisions that's going to aid you in a rebirth. And I think this rebirth is connecting to your most authentic self because the next card I have here is the Empress card. I really do think there's like this mother energy, this nurturing energy coming through, but I also hear powerful divine feminine. So a lot of divine feminine energy coming through Mother Earth, Gaia type energy. I feel like you're more connected to who you are, but I'm hearing like the female line of your family as well. So that's something that's really powerful for you. And also, she has this kind of scepter in her hand that she's kind of wielding the power, but it's more focused. And that's what I'm hearing right now. You're in a more focused energy. Like if you have an intention, it's more direct, it's more laser focused. So you can bring things to you a lot quicker than before. So that's what I'm saying. Pay attention to your thoughts and your actions because it drives the energy to you. You attract more energy based on that. So make sure your actions and your thoughts are positive or aiding you in the best way it can for your highest good. But that's something I'm hearing. And I also feel like this divine feminine aspect is more nurturing. So you're more connected to yourself, to your to your environment in terms of nature, but also to your well-being. I think that's something that you're learning to prioritize your own health and well-being, prioritizing yourself. Maybe you put people over you, but now you're thinking, I'm important too, so I need to nurture me. And that's something that's changing in terms of like this rebirth. You're focusing on yourself more and your needs and your wants. So I think this is like kind of like an empowerment moment for you. The last tarot card you got here is the 10 of Wands. So there's definitely releasing burdens. That's something that in this new rebirth that's happening, you're lessening your load and you're only taking on what's really important to you and that helps serves your highest and greatest good. That's something that you're really thinking about. Is this going to add to my life or take away? And that's something you're asking yourself before you engage with any person, any activity, or any commitment. And that's something that you're really looking at. And I think that's very smart and it's very empowering because you're only going to choose things that align with you and your highest good. And when that happens, all good things come because you're rejecting anything you used to do that didn't serve you. Okay, so that is for tarot. Now I got your oracle card, which I'm excited about. The first card I got here is energy signature. Isn't that a cool card? I actually really like this deck. It says here the past is in the present. So when I saw this card, I thought about quantum healing. So I don't know if you've done some quantum healing or you're in the process of doing that because technically time is not real. Everything's happening all at once. So you already know quantum entanglement and all those theories. You're smart. You know about this. So I'm hearing right now that you're learning how to do quantum healing in a different way where you're healing the past and the present. So you're doing things to help aid yourself in the past to help you elevate in the present. And that's something that you may be getting into more. I'm hearing past life type of work, energy work. What's the other stuff? Akashic records type of thing. That could be also something that you're stepping into more. Journeying, that type of energy work that you may be stepping into more as well. Okay. The last card you have here is Galactic Healer. Okay. She even looks like a swan, doesn't she? If a swan was a person, it will look like her. That's weird. But this is the card Galactic Healer. So I think you're activating healing within yourself because the Empress card is also healing and nurture, natural healer. But what I'm thinking is happening is that you're learning to heal yourself at deeper levels. And that's what's happening right now. This rebirth is this decision to heal, this decision to prioritize your needs. Therefore, you're healing yourself as well not only physically in this present life, but you're also healing yourself in other ways as well, past to present. And it says here, move forward with an open mind. So I feel like very soon, or maybe towards the end of the year, you're going to have more spiritual experiences that's going to help aid you into opening into a more different type of healer, healing yourself, being more authentically you, and again, changing your reality, lessening the load, and learning to prioritize yourself. And that's the end of the reading. Whew, I feel like I said that really fast. Did I say that really fast? I feel like I said that really, really fast.
A little bit, but it was not like
it was like all coming out. And I was like,
yeah.
You know how you had trying to keep up with the words? That's why I felt like you guys were spitting everything. And I'm trying to get it out. But I hope that reading resonates with you, please let me know. I would love to know.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I have something similar. I have some cards that seem similar as well. So, um, so in the center, I have the Queen of Clubs for you, which the Queen of Clubs is like a great card for very intuitive women, very entrepreneurial women. If you have like a business or like your purpose is your business and you're trying to focus on that, it shows that it's a card confirming that you are, connected to your purpose or what you're doing with your work as like your purpose and you're leaning into the right direction. But there's definitely a moment of growth. Like maybe you are in a stage of like there's more to come. So universe wants you to like maybe really connect with that. Like what more can I grow into right now or really add to myself that's really gonna like fully harness this, this healer energy that I'm conveying with. And and it's all about time. Take your time. I think you said the quantum healing. I think that's good because that's quantum time, with the time frames. But your Knight of Coins, it's showing that too. Like you could take it easy on yourself and you don't need to rush into anything. Like you don't need to figure it out. That's something I notice with people that after I give them a reading, they're like, okay, tomorrow I have to like make sure that you don't have to force anything to happen. You could take your time into your journey. And that's what like your Knight of Coins represents. It has the energy of a Virgo, where Virgos, part of their mission actually in life with Virgos, or if you have Virgo energy, look into your chart, but you're meant to heal certain parts of your life in this journey. So they might have multiple healing journeys, even internally with their bodies. Like they might have maybe that they need surgery or they have a lot of mental wellness that they work on. Like they're maybe very health freaks because maybe in their past lives they weren't. They're very gluiness, so that it's a time for healing. So it almost feels like this is your time for like healing, but the healing is almost going to reveal certain things to you about like your purpose and your journey and where you're headed into. So you're definitely doing the right things. A lot of good grounding energy, it comes with the healing. So I think a lot of good stuff that she said as well. And like, with considering what kind of healings to do or like practice to do, because they are going to ground your energy and bring you, a little bit more with your feet to the dirt and root it into exactly what it is that you're going to do, so again, with your Two of Swords is another card of more of like the patient part of things. Like in the right divine moment, the universe is going to reveal the right things to you. So don't feel pressured that right now you need to choose one or the other, or that if you feel like there's multiple options, that I just need to devote my time for one. It wants you to like explore and take your time, and like you don't need to have everything figured out right now. Like that's okay. It's going to show itself to you in the right moments. So sometimes we do this because we're almost like protecting our energy from either failure or from not being heartbroken or disappointed in ourselves. So it doesn't want you to put that kind of guard up on yourself. Okay, don't, maybe your subconscious is doing this because of that, and it wants you to be very, a lot of you guys are getting vulnerability tonight. Like everyone needs to be vulnerable. I don't know what happened last month or why you guys closed off. What happened here? But everyone needs to be vulnerable and open to people, to the process, to situations. Like this is just life, and we don't have a book that says how to do it. We just have to go with it, and that's what it wants you to go with it because it's going to show it to you. You are going to be a very strong leader. You have the Emperor. The Emperor is a good card as well for entrepreneurs. So I think it's cool that you have like the Queen of Clubs and the Emperor because I think you have a good feminine and masculine energy going on here. Maybe before you might have had a lot of masculine or feminine, so your energies I think are balanced when it comes to like your let's say your sexual energy. But when we think about our root and our sexuality, it comes to creativity. So maybe being very creative in how you're pursuing your work right now. The Emperor is a sign of an Aries, and Aries are very, fire signs are creative people. They're very passionate. Like there's always new ideas just kind of sparking up. So like it wants you to connect with that fire energy, as in the fire to be the inspiration, but then the earth to like properly execute what needs to be done, or like what you want to actually do, but in time everything is going to land for you, um and like I said, everything is going to land for you in time. So actually, you had the Emperor and as well the Hierophant next to each other. So it actually this is a fire and this is the Earth energy. The Hierophant is a Taurus and this is an Aries. So when they work their energies together, they're actually really good cards for like partnerships. So if you ever have like a if you're in Aries and then the other person, a business person, is like a Taurus, they're good to help you. So they might have some kind of information or something that's helpful. But the Taurus is also very like family relationship kind of related cards. So maybe there are certain individuals around you that are very helpful and they're trying to help you right now. It goes back to like go back to tradition. Like who do you know is for sure your ride or die, or like your partner, if they're really solid with you, this is a good card that could represent them, that they're here to help you. As well, the high friend could represent 100%. It is your guides, but it also is telling you to connect with people and community to really like master your growth and where you're headed. So that could also be even like a teacher or a coach, like something that's going to help better your craft and what you're headed into. So I also don't want you to get disappointed easily. A lot of the, you don't cry over spilled milk. Like it just because it didn't go exactly the way you wanted to, or your plans don't seem like your own personal plans aren't going with the universe is showing you. It doesn't mean that it's ruined. There's still something really good holding on here, but it's almost like I think the universe has something very, very grand to show you and to want to give you. So I'm saying like the vulnerability needs to be that like the expectations could be definitely like a miracle coming to you. So have that kind of expectations as to like what the universe wants to grant you with. Because then I think similar to I think how Luna ended hers, or one of the ending messages was about like carrying the burden and all of that is going to be done for. Especially with mine, I think hers was more like physical work, and with mine, it's internally, like But that goes to show hand in hand. All the hard work and all you busting your ass, you working your ass off, you doing all this, you doing the healing work, it's going to pay off. Especially with like the healing work, your internal like struggles are not gonna happen anymore. You're not gonna like your past karmas or things like that, or your inner child, all these things are coming to a good balance and being restructured and realigning to like what you are truly wanting in life. And and that could be like as well, having peace of mind, having quiet moments, being happy with ourselves, being happy with like what we're aligning to, the people, the money, the love, all of that. So the Ten of Swords shows that we are coming. We are gonna come to that healing point where, like, right now, it's definitely like it could be where we're maybe at our darkest moments, but there's only the light that we're gonna rise from that. So everything is going to land right in the right divine time frame for you. So don't over stress, don't overthink, don't get in your head. Like if anything, grounding yourself and doing this quantum healing, and it's going to really really help you out, like looking at time, past regressions, like what maybe reconnecting with those older parts of you, like what did they want, what do I want now, maybe you're definitely in the right direction. And I think the universe has something really bigger and grander for you that it wants to give you. So be open to that. Be vulnerable to what could potentially really come through and happen for you. So that is my reading.
Yay! It sounds like Katie, you're gonna have like a really pretty good end of the year. It sounds like cool, a lot of good stuff, powerful stuff.
Yeah.
So I hope those messages resonate with you. Please let us know. And our next and last is Robert. And Robert wants to know 7 cards, and he wants to know follow up, a check in with his business and like the future.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people, I got the hype for the get. So I definitely think there's going back to like what we know. I think it's also a theme that I've noticed kind of coming up, like like what is something that naturally comes to you. It's what you need to like be connecting with. So Robert, your first card I have for you, your cards actually look really great and amazing. Your cards look really, really good. I do have some signs of, you know, discretion. So your first card that you have is, well, this is your first one, the high friend, where that's why I said all of you kind of had it. That's also a sign, almost everyone have vulnerability, but also maybe going back to what they know and what feels comfortable to them. There's no need to get sometimes being uncomfortable could be good for certain reasons, but for here and relating to your business, it's like it's telling you do what you know what's best. Maybe you do have the formula down and you know how it's going to work. So you need to continue to do that. There's no need to reinvent the wheel because this is a very sharp wheel for you. It's very, very good. It is a good card about traditions and family. I'm not sure, maybe it's also family business or like you have close ones with you or like support from them. But you do give that energy off because you have the three of coins, where the three of coins is good to show as well traditions and family, or like a partner, maybe like a marriage or a partner, that they're very supportive to you. But as well, the support from this card comes from your guides as well. What they want you to do is to focus on your business and your craft, what you do, and just do it at your best. Just do it. All you have to do is produce, and the universe is going to bring to you what you need to do. That's a way of manifesting as well, and that's what it wants you to do. Like there's no need to like overthink anything or over process something, or like I said, reinvent anything, because you're doing great. Here you have your seven of wands, and I say that because with your seven of wands, you see all these wands are coming at him all at once, and they're attacking him and he's fighting them off. But we actually don't see who's on the other end. So these wands are actually representing your inner thoughts, like, how about if I don't make it? How about if I don't make any money? How about if this sucks? How about if nobody likes it? How about no one hires me? How about if I'm doing the wrong thing? Should I redo this? Should I fix this? It's too much. It can get to a point where then it makes us defensive. And in the outer world, we're getting defensive with people and just clapping back at them for the smallest things. So we don't want to be in that kind of energy field, right? Because when we are business owners, we want to attract good energy to like have good business. So, with your seven of wands, your seven of clubs, don't let your mind and all the what ifs really like bring you down, because this is like your only like really negative card you have, that like your thoughts and like your inner sabotage is the only thing that's really getting in the way of like your business. So again, there's no need to like I don't really think you need to restructure. I need you to go back to the solid foundation, or also think about like, why do I do this? Like, why do I do this business? Like, how does this business serve me? Like, what is the purpose of the business for me? Not like, let's say, purpose, that's what you're serving the community, more like purpose to you. How is this like servicing me right now? How is this helping me? Okay, so I just want you to keep doing what you're doing. Your guides are listening, they're here, they're doing the background work. That's why you see this man playing guitar, and this is the man with the staff. That's like your higher ups. It's like your guides. Like they're here doing everything. So whatever you do to like connect with your higher power, whether that's pray, meditate, journal, brujeria, whatever kind, do it to like connect with them and tell them what you would really like. What are your goals and what does that look like? I want to make this much all the time. I just want to be happy. I want to enjoy myself. Like connect with your guys and tell them what you really want, because they're really listening to you right now. As well, you are in a particular path, like they are driving you into a certain direction, because here you have the chariot. And with the chariot, it represents that. It represents that right now there's a certain direction and a journey that you're taking. So I want you to remember it's about the journey and not the destination. The chariot as well is another card that represents family, because or relationships, because it's the sign of a Cancer. Cancer's relationships are very important to them. Family is very important to them. Being caring and tender to one another is very important to them. So remember to do that for yourself. Remember your own relationship to you and how do you connect to yourself, okay? because I can tell you do work really hard and you got a lot going on. So remember to take care of you. But you are on a very particular journey, and the universe wants you to, fully harness that. Like, it's about, it's about the journey, not so much like, when am I going to become a millionaire, when am I going to get all this money, when I'm not going to worry about money. Don't think about that. Think about the now. Like, where am I right now, and how is that making me excited about the future or happy about the moment, and grateful about this time that I'm in. Because as well, you have the death card. So the death is definitely, a rebirth. The changes are happening naturally, and you're going to notice that. So let's say if maybe you might be rethinking your business, because maybe if you there's certain clients that don't connect with you anymore, or you're not hearing from, or you're not selling, it's because the universe is saying that we don't need those kind of clients anymore. We got better ones with more money. So maybe think about, if I think there's anything you should be thinking about right now, is maybe how much are you selling your services or product for. Like, the economy has changed, so you should change. So make sure that what you're charging is totally it's deserving and worthy of you. Okay. But as well, your death card represents, like, don't worry about if certain fulana or whoever is not coming through no more. That's okay. Because there's even better ones, more supportive ones, more like loyal ones, like Team Robert. Like, they're here for you and they believe in your vision and your mission. So the death, whenever the death comes through, it's literally killing all the negative vibes and the shit you don't need anymore. So if it's not there no more, don't worry about it, because it wasn't serving you in some kind of way. But the universe is going to replace it with even better things. Okay. So it's important to look at things in a different perspective and be open to them, because your hangman shows that maybe part of, like, your stiffness, that's why he's very stuck in this one position, is because you maybe look at things with tunnel vision, or you feel like, okay, if I'm doing all this and this is the result, which is not. The result is up to God, the universe, and your karma, as in, like, what you're doing. So maybe there's even much more grander results, but when we think small, we stay in the small box. So we need to think really big, be very unexpected to what could come to our journey. Like the journey that you're on, a big bag could just literally drop in front of you, a big client could drop in front of you. So how are you going to handle that? Because the universe is ready to give it to you. So don't be closed off, or close minded or small minded to your worthiness. It's definitely there. Like, think of it much more bigger. Okay. See everything in a much more different light. That is definitely more rewarding to you. And then your last card I have here for you is the Nine of Cups, which is a very lucky card. It shows a lot of happiness and joy and overindulging. So again, like I said with your death card, maybe if things have been a little bit slow, that's okay, because things are gonna flood in. Maybe it's the season, the time, but everything is going to come through. Whereas, well, it's definitely like fulfilling and emotionally fulfilling for you, and it's gonna bring you a lot of excitement, a lot of joy, a lot of optimism, and it's telling you to, like, soak it in. Like, you deserve it, you earned this, you did this. So, like, give yourself a moment to really, like, receive that and go fully in. So the good times are coming, the good customers are coming, the good money is coming. So there's no need for you to, like, rebrand or restructure or redo anything. I feel like what you need to if there's something to re-edit, is how much is worthy, like the worthiness, the value of your business.
Wait, did I unmute myself?
Yeah, you did.
Yay! I got a similar message. Sorry, I'm eating a little bit of chocolates.
You're good.
But hold on.
Oh, you're eating it.
I got some chocolates. So I agree. I got similar messages for you, Robert. Also wanted to say the ancestor that wanted to check in is a female energy. A female I feel like it's more like a female guide, but it's a female energy around you. And they're also, I don't know if you've gotten any signs, but they're around you a lot. Often they're saying you're protected. So if that's something that you're sensing, they're saying don't worry, you're protected. And you are, because there is big things happening. You have so many. Wait, hold on. 1, 2. You have 4 major arcana. That's a lot. That means you're going through a big, big shift towards the end of the year. Next year is going to bring in a lot of new opportunities, but also I think there's also happening a personal transition. Like you're changing mentally. And this is going to help you, like sister said, open up your business more in a sense of receiving and valuing your worth as a person, as a business, as a brand. And you're going to see the value in the sense of like, things are going to come to me. I don't have to work so hard. You're already doing a lot. You don't need to do any more, just more or less take moments and periods of rest to integrate and change. And because like as things are moving, your business is moving, so are you, but you also have to change internally as well. So I see here you got the first card, Justice. When I read him before, this card came out again, so I'm hearing divine justice. Things are working out in your favor, so do not think that the world's against you, or things are like you may be in a down in sense of your business, or you may feel like your business is not where it's want to be. But I think with this energy and what's happening with you, I think things are going to come in next year more prosperous in a way that you didn't expect. So things are happening at the right course of action, so just know that. I don't know if you feel like, oh my God, what if things get worse? No, they're not. Things are going to be balanced, and justice does bring balance, divine balance, and that divine justice. So things are going to work out in your favor. It's just divine timing. You got to let it take its process and allow things to come to you. Now, the card you got next was the Emperor card, but in reverse. And this is telling me you have to relinquish control. I feel like you want to control everything. You want to make everything run smoothly, but Spirit's saying some things you just gotta let it unravel on its own and let it come to you. Um, I feel like sometimes you like to micromanage things, and Spirit's like, don't micromanage everything. Some things you don't know necessarily what it is or the next steps. And that's the whole point of this journey. You're not supposed to know everything, it takes the fun out of it. All of this is supposed to be in the moment, in the present. So your guides want you to be more present, less let's what's going to happen in the future, what ifs. They want you to focus on the present moment and what is being drawn to your attention in the now. And I think that's something that is going to help you bring more divine justice and more balance into your life and in your business. So focus now. What does your business want you to focus on now? And just do that. Try not to predict or have over, like she said, like tunnel vision of the future. Instead, focus on what your business needs now, what you should be doing now. And if you're doing enough, then know that you are enough. And like she says, if you feel this need to change the pricing and move that pricing around, do that. But don't do it because of fears and doubts. Do it because you know it's something that you need to do because it's going to bring value to you and what you're doing. So that's what I'm hearing. Relinquish control. That's something that's very important. I think that's hard for you to do. So again, this is not all in one night. This is going to take time, and it's going to be over time. You're going to learn how to do that. And whatever way that works for you. The next card you got here is the Lover's card. So something's telling me as you relinquish control, it's going to help you form bonds. So I feel like next year or towards the end of the year, you're going to realize who is really your inner circle. And that's something that's really important to you. I'm hearing specifically you may have been like a little suspicious of people, or you're kind of like very guarded, and you have your inner group, but you just don't want too much people fluctuating in and out. And Spirit saying you are divinely protected. Listen to your intuition. You know what's best. You know what's for you and what isn't. And that there's going to be partnerships that are growing with you. As you're growing, partnerships are growing. As your brand is growing, networking is growing as well. I'm hearing trust the people that you know is there and loyal. And if there's people, as she mentioned, that are exiting out, it's because that means they were there for a season. It was there for a certain time to learn, to grow, to understand, and then they had to move on. Excuse me. And I also feel like in the future, this is going to bring new partnerships. So as one leaves, another comes. It's going to be even better and more destined. Because again, as you align and you bring the value of your brand to what you truly feel is authentic, like she says, you're going to find people that see that value in you, and it's going to invest in you as well. So again, relinquish control, allowing yourself to sit and take balance, take time, not control everything, let things come to you. Things are going to happen in divine timing, and you're going to form new networks and new clients. And the bonds that you have are going to grow closer. You're going to see who's really there, your inner circle. Now, the next card you have here is the World card. So, a lot of things are changing in your viewpoint. And like she said, your business not is not essentially changing, but how you view things will. And the viewpoint really does change your reality, as we all know. So as your mentality changes, so does your reality. How you view things, how you value things, how you prioritize things. And I think what's happening right now is also part of divine justice is that you're releasing old mentalities. So, whatever old mentalities, habits that you've had that's been kind of plaguing your mind, I think you tend to be overly critical of yourself or you overanalyze things. You're going to relinquish that control. That could be also associated with, because also the justice card represents like karmic stuff. So that could also be related to karmic cycles that you're working through, that you're finally letting go of. Like you're ending that cycle, that karmic cycle, whether that's a mentality that you've been thinking and it's something that's been happening for years or since childhood. You're literally changing that. The ending of this karmic cycle, mental karmic cycle, is going to happen very soon. And you're going to see a shift in your reality because, again, your mentality projects your reality. So things are going to change next year. I wouldn't be surprised if you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in a different world. And it doesn't necessarily mean physical world, but you just a different viewpoint, a different understanding. Things are different. You feel the difference. And that's something that's going to be happening soon or you're experiencing right now, and you'll see how you approach your business is going to be a little different, a little more not carefree but more open, and you're going to have more hope, less worry, and you're going to know everything's going to work out. Your oracle cards is the first one you got is lead the way. It's a very pretty card, and the bottom says light your own path. So this is talking about stepping into a leadership position. It's weird that I gave you the message relinquish control, but as you do that, you literally step into your leadership position. You step more as a leader. It's weird that I'm saying that, but I think you understand what I mean. Once you let go and you let whatever it is take place, you'll gain more strength and you'll see your pathway and you'll be leading others as well. Because again, you're an owner. So as you transition and change and you shift, your brand is going to shift with you. And it's going to be in a way where you're more secure in your message, secure in what you bring to people. Because when people see someone's confident and they know that this, whatever they're selling or whatever they have is valuable, you'll attract the people that see the same exact value in what you're doing. And you'll form new, different relationships, and people will pay you your worth. So there's a shift in you that's going to shift your brand as well, but bring you new clientele and new experiences as well. Now, your last card is the secret temptation. He looks kind of weird. He looks kind of zombie like, a little creepy, like a volcano guy. So what this talks about your is kind of like the devil card in a sense that be careful of old mentalities or chronic habitual like mental habits that you have, focusing on the negative, getting anxious, getting overly paranoid. Your guides want you to know that that is more or less just like fear and doubt kind of taking over. Don't let your ego take the best of you. If anything, try to ground. That's something that's really important. If you feel overwhelmed, that is your body saying, hey, we need to ground. Hey, we need to center. So I think right now you're being led to pay attention to your mentality and how it's affecting you. And also being paying attention to what's being brought up in terms of changes in mentality, changes in viewpoint, kind of like Ella is in a sense. You guys are going through something similar where you're both internally changing and shedding old parts of yourself to invite a new, more authentic and just more aligned you that you feel like you aligned to what you want. So just be careful of any habits that you have, let that go and allow the new sense of self, new freedom come through. Because I feel like in general, good things are to come. I feel like your guides are reassuring you like a lot and saying, don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Let things happen as should happen. Let things come at the right time for you, and you're gonna see why. And I think once you know, you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. But overall, it looks like your business is going to do well. What's happening now is you're changing. So then your viewing of your business will change as well, but in a way that's more value in yourself and your brand. And that's it. That's your reading. I hope those messages helped you.
Yay!
It sounds like a crazy ass powerful like end of the year. Very
Yeah, it does.
intense in turn. Everyone's being vulnerable. Everyone's like shifting from the inside out.
Yeah.
It's like crazy shit. So that means next year there's going to be so much differences in people physically. So much internal changes. Now next year people are going to be different. And I think people should take that with a grain of salt. If someone's different, it's because it works for them. I
Yeah.
don't think people should have attachments to how people were.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good way to say it. Like having
That's something I have to
attachments.
tell myself. Don't be attached to someone of who they were. Be open to who they're becoming.
Yes. I like that.
Mhm. Well, that was fun.
Yes, it was. And our makeup looks did good.
We ended on a good time. Not
We did.
bad.
Okay,
Like
yay.
basically almost 2 hours and a little over 2 hours. I
Okay.
hope these messages help every one of you. I will be
Hmm.
putting the time stats either tonight, if not, if I don't fall asleep, or by tomorrow evening. So I'm gonna try to do my best to do it as quick as I can. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And follow La Bruja de 305 on Instagram. Her name is different. It's the Tarot Queen.
Yes.
And my name's the same as Lunasoul_Oracle for Instagram. We will announce on Instagram when we're doing the next one. So follow us there and also follow her on YouTube because now YouTube is even better now than
Yeah.
Instagram. It's better. So follow us on both. And like I said, she has personal readings. I have personal readings. Check her website out. What is your website again?
It's labruja305.com.
So, and mine is lunasoulauracle.com. So if you want to try reading with one of us, whoever you vibe with, come on through.
Right there.
Thank you so much for joining me, sister.
Yes, of course. It was so much
I know
fun.
you gotta hop off. I gotta hop off because we got work in the morning.
We're working ladies now. Well, I'm working.
You're joining me
Yeah.
in the working force. So have a beautiful night, everybody. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you, Luna.
Bye.
Bye.